welcome back to my channel. And this is part 2 of our little mini series with Natalie over at LineDotArrow and myself. And we are using book pages and showing you different ways to incorporate book pages into our books. So today I want to make a page hugger. And I used 3 paper clips on this because I wasn't sure how I was going to decorate this and how heavy it would be. So because it's big, I wanted it to be on the page very well. So this holds very well. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And so I didn't decorate this one up. This is just what I did. And this here just shows that you can see your background page. It's a very simple thing to do. And so what I did with this one was I used dry flowers, pressed flowers. So as you can see, it's really bumpy and I'm not digging this effect. So I think it works better for me with stickers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use stickers. And so I just took 2 book pages and I guess decide which, well, sorry, I guess these are songbook pages, not words, not a book, it's a songbook, it's a book. And I'm just looking to see which I should have done. I should have done this first, but it seems to be okay. 20 years ago, a long time ago. So I'm going to leave this on there because it adds to the whatever. And so we're just going to take and fold it in half. Now, if you have a larger page and you want your writing to be up so that you can actually read it without tilting it, then that's kudos. I had these ones and I want to use them up. So I'm just kind of making... They don't have to be perfect, not at all. So what I'm going to do is on this one, I'm going to get this bottom page out of my way. Keep it here, and I'm just going to take, this is going to be my, it's just a piece of cardstock. This is going to be where I put my paper clips. So I want to tear a hole between these 2 pages, far enough away that you're not going to see this, and not far enough away from this that this still stays firm or you know, solid. So I'm just going to tear basically right in here. So let's do, just making sure not to tear this one. And I'm doing the 2 at the same time because I want my windows to be about the same size. And as you can see from the other one, it kind of, even though they're torn the same way, that it still looks very pretty. And it's always hardest to get it started because that's just the way it is. And you want to make sure, let's see, I'm going a little here, crooked. That's okay. Crooked is okay. Okay, so we're just going to wiggle jiggle. You want to make sure that you're not going wider than this packing tape because that's what we're using. We're using packing tape. You can use, if you have acetate or plastic from you know, whatever, you can use that too. I'm using the packing tape. Okay, so I'm going to ink my around here first. Because I'm an inker, I want it inked. You don't have to ink. You don't want to. But for me, with the old pages, and I'm an inker. I like inking. I like inking and I cannot lie. Okay. So one thing that I did find was that it did like to buckle a little bit. but it's okay, because I think once it gets in a book and it's straightened out, flattened out, put something heavy on it, whatever, it will go into place nicely. So we are going to flip this over like this, and I'm going to take my tape here, I haven't tried the toothpick thing. I've seen that on a little reel. Don't know who did it, but this is a trick for your tape, your packing tape. So you just want to kind of make sure you're lining it up. Go over the edge if you have to. It don't matter. Flatten it out. Keep it straight. Make sure you're on a surface that will let you release this. And supposedly, if you pull your tape and you do the toothpick, it supposedly, and it maybe bad angle. Oh no, it does. Just too much. If you're on a box, maybe it works much better. But for me on paper, it's not working. So I'm just going to cut it. And I'm just going to put this back in here. There we go. It's always fun to play. And I don't have the little holder. I'll get one of those someday. I keep forgetting about it, to be honest. Okay, so now we're going to put this way. Make sure our pages. So what I did was I gathered up a few of these stickers. I hope I don't struggle with them too much. Those are the ones that don't want to release very well. And this little butterfly, and I'm just going to ink in here so they don't look so white. There we go. And maybe a little in there. There. Okay, so I'm going to put these flowers in first. And I think, there we go. Let's do this one. These ones are very, these ones are really hard to let loose. Apparently not today. And I am just going to take this and put this, I think, right about here. And with the other one, the first one that I did, I think I made it too full, so you couldn't really see the, you didn't get a full view of the picture, of the paper behind. So this one I want to kind of leave it a little less. Sometimes less is more. Oh, let's get on this way. There we go. Well, maybe these are old enough now that they don't mind releasing. I usually struggle with those. And I'm just going to put this one right about here. There we go. And then this butterfly, I think we can put a little bit of glue on it, because I'm going to put it over top of those. But we're never going to see this. And you don't have to use anything that's double-sided on here, because it's on the inside. We don't see it. There we go. Not a lot of glue, just a little bit. Just enough to say it's going to stay in place. And we're just going to put that, I think, right like so. There. Okay, so now that we have that done, and get rid of these two little pieces. Or not. There we go. And I'm just going to take this page now, and I'm going to go like so, line them up, and there we go. And I like the double edge. I really do. So I am going to use a glue stick on this. As opposed to the other one I used, this one, the Tacky Glue by Aleene's. and it takes a long time to dry. So I am going to use just a glue stick. This is a Scotch permanent glue stick, and it's supposed to be really good for holding forever. Well, forever. For as ever as a glue stick holds. And I'm just going to put this first here. There we go. And then I will do along here. Where you really want to make sure it sticks. It's got a good adhere. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Shoot. So, no, nay. Don't do that now. Not now. Not now. Oh, wow. Because first of all, before we do all of this, okay, that's okay. I'm getting it. We'll play. My goodness. Well, that was a good tutorial. What not to do. Because we have to put the other piece of tape on here. Okay. Could we rewind that? Bleep. You never saw a thing? Oh, well. See? Everybody, we make mistakes, and it's okay. Not everything goes perfectly as planned. There we go. Okay. Back to this. This we, whoop. I got it over there. We need this, because this will then make it so that it's not sticky. Alright, so now we're just going to be extra careful here. And I'm going to just slide it underneath like so. There we go. Good thing I caught it when I did. That would have been really hard to try to fix that one. Okay, and well, let's get this under here. Oop. Oop. And here. There we go. Okay. I am going to, could do this after, but we'll do this now because I see my pages are not perfectly lined up here and we don't want them sticking. What I could have done was just stop the video and started it all over again with a new project, but then you wouldn't have seen mistakes happen. It's important to see that mistakes happen. Things don't just all the time miraculously become beautiful. Sometimes things happen that we need to know that we're not perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. Okay, so now I'm going to do this again. And this is the edge that I said you wanted to make sure that this edge here is really glued down well. Because that will hook when you try to put it on a page. Yeah, I like that better. And then once this glue dries, the page will be more solid. And we will trim this up here, just like so, just to get rid of that tape. There we go. Looks good. So now we'll just take and glue this side together. I can't believe I did that. Well, I can. I do. You don't know how. You guys don't know how many times I actually do stuff like that. It happens. Okay. And then I'm just going to take and smooth it out as I go. Okay, so now we can put this away. We're done with that. Okay. Looking good so far. Now, before we do anything else, what I did with this, the other one, was I took and I tore these edges because it just, to me, it looks better. I like it better with torn edges. So I'm just going to tear my edges before I do anything more. It's still very wet, but that's okay. Makes my ripping of my pages maybe a little easier. I don't know. Okay. And I will do the same to this one. This one we don't have to be so careful with because it doesn't have that in there. We want to make sure we don't rip too close to that. There we go. Okay, let's get that out of there. There we go. Okay. So now, with this, we're going to cut this to measure. I like to keep it the same size. I don't like things getting hooked anywhere, so I like to keep it the same size as my length. Mine is just a little hint so that it's not showing over the edge. Just a bit. Then it doesn't show over the edge. Like so. And you would never know what's in there. Alright, so then what I did was I took these little guys, and with this it doesn't matter which way they go on as long as they're on. That's all that matters. I'm just going to put this one over here, a little over here. Now this one here, I don't want that, but I want that. And I want that so that I can hang a dangle on here, on this one here, which I was going to do on that one and I forgot to do it. So I am going to take in my little handy dandy little knife here, and I'm just going to line this up in here where I want this to go, and I'm just going to cut this little space here. There we go. And we'll just push that through, and there we go. And it's not perfectly in the middle, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind that at all. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to take this glue and I don't have a problem with it coming with the paper clips coming off of here. You can tape them across and then glue if you like. I haven't had a problem with them coming off. So I put a generous amount of glue on each paper clip, and in the middle, kind of like so when we push it down, it's going to kind of go in and around it. Okay, and then I do all the way around and through here. Give it a good amount of glue because this really, you want it to stay nice and still, and you also don't want to put so much that it goes oozing and closes up your paper, so it won't work as a paper clip. So I just kind of keep it somewhat away. That got a little close there, but it'll be okay. It'll be fine. And then I put it down and I rub against. I rub where the way that I don't want it to go, if that makes sense. I don't want it to come down here, so I'm not rubbing this way, I'm rubbing up. go. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. And you can see that they don't go right up against, and that's because the head of the paper clip is there. If you wanted to, you could cut a little notch so that the paper clip goes all the way down. Then it would be a straight edge. But you know what? I'm okay with it. It's never seemed to cause me any harm. No issues with it, so I figure it's okay. And we're going to do the same thing now. Glue there. My glue from blurping up. Okay. And we're just going to bring it down like so, and then we're going to rub it up. And there we go. So now you can dress this up as much as you like. And we're just going to let that sit together and dry. So if you watched my last video, you will know how I made these. And I am going to, I've got a bunch of stuff here to decorate with. And I think I'm going to use this. Of course, if you were going to stitch this thing, which I forgot the first time, and I forgot the second time too, because I thought it would look kind of cool to have it stitched in and around here. I thought it would look nice, and I forgot, but you would want to do that before you glue this in. So, too late for me, but and I could back this. I have some stuff I could back this with. I have a piece, and I might just do that. I don't need to back this one. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to glue this in this way, but I'm going to make a pocket. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't want glue on this side here, so I'm going to hold here. Yep. Yep, there's my glue acting up again. All right, there we go. I don't want to put too much because I don't want it ooshing gooshing. I want the space in there. So just a nice thin line. I'm going to put you down, but I'm going to put the lid on because otherwise it goops out. Okay, so I love her. She's so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that. And then with this little envelope, I'm going to put it down here, but I'm going to make this a pocket. Oops. Oops, that was good. So you can bulk this up as much as you like. I'm going to leave it not too bulked because I don't want, this would go on your edge of your page, and I don't want to create a gator mouth with it. Although most of my journals are gator mouth, but. And I'm going to put, do I want to leave just that little bit there? I think I do. Or do I? I want down there? No, I want up here. I want just that little bit of. So, oh, we're going to get rid of that somehow. We'll ink around there, you'll never know. Yeah, okay. Glad it can get covered. Okay, so I'm going to ink. And ink here. Now, quite a while ago, I made a whole bunch of dangles. And they got hidden. I put them away somewhere, and then I couldn't find them. And in my cleanups, I went, oh, this is where they are. I should be using those. So we're going to put one of those on this little thing. But ask me if I got it ready. No. I think this looks pretty as is. Like this. But I think it could use a little something here. Something. Oh. What about some little let's make some little envelopes and put some envelopes on there. I am so addicted to those envelopes right now. I just love making them. So we're just going to put this in here like so. So that when you pull out the postcard, there you go. I like that. I was going to say, so when you pull out the postcard, you see her. But you see her peeking over anyways. So that's good. I like that. Okay, and then this here. Let's see. Should I put some backing paper on that? I should, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's put a little backing paper on there. We got it. Let's use it. Let's see, is that... Oh, look at that. It's going to work perfectly. Okay. So I'm going to use this as well. Should I use this? Should I? Or should I use the glue I know is going to work? I am going to use this. Decision made. Oh, I guess I can use this. I guess I can use this. It's going to be on there anyways. So remember to wait for the announcement for the live. It's going to probably be, as long as nothing goes wrong, 2 o'clock my time and 9 o'clock Netherlands time. So 2 o'clock Saskatchewan time, 9 o'clock Netherlands time. Doesn't give you much time to play, that is for certain. Oh, well, too late. Too bad, so sad. There we go. It gives you pretty much 0 time to play, this one does. But that's okay, we'll fix it. It'll be white there, but we'll make it not white no more. And I could stitch around this, but I'm not going to. Although I do love the stitching. I might do it off camera another time. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see. Okay, garbage. Get this out of the way, get that out of the way. There we go. Get this in here nice and snug. Okay. Silly. Missed it by that much. But that's okay. There, you hardly even know. Alrighty. And I think I have a, yeah, right here. Let's get rid of that little nub. There we go. And that. I'm being picky. I don't want white showing. I like white. I do. I have nothing against it. But when it comes to this kind of thing, I don't want white. Okay, I need to let this dry. So let's make some envelopes while this is drying. You can do that. And let's see. Since we have the music page, we don't really want to use music pages. So, let's see. Excuse me. I have book page right here. This is a project that I made. One of those little book, when you use the book and you go like this and then use it as like a little filing to file things. And it was taking up too much room on my desk and I wasn't utilizing it. So I went, you know what? It's gone. So the book itself became a journal, and the pages, I'm utilizing those all. So I'm going to take, and because this just kind of works right there, and this is brittler. Is that a word? Brittler? Brittle page. This is very solid. Like it's a nice sturdy one. I like to use this page. These pages I do. Okay, and then yeah, let's do like that. I'll make three little envelopes. I'm into threes. I apparently am. Okay. Excuse me. So we're going to fold. See, I always think that I have more than one page here. So to get it, I'm going to take this off of here. And we want our page, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to take and fold this in half. And then this way and this way. Like so. Put this back. Like so. They come together so fast. This is not my idea. I've seen actually a few people do this along the way. And then I watched somebody recently who did it and I went, oh yeah, I forgot about those. So it was a nice reminder. And this looks like it's crooked, doesn't it? This is more the right. Here's where it goes crooked. Right about here. So let's just cut this right here. Like so, and then just trim off this little edge. Like so. And then we will fold this in half. I want 3 envelopes. I'm pretty sure I want 3. This I did a kind of along the same lines. I did a little belly band. When this gets glued into the page, this will be the belly band here, this way. And then these have a little thing here, and then this opens up. Oops, this opens up, and there's little things inside here. So that's kind of sort of what I'm going to do again, and which is okay because it's all going to go in the same journal. So to repeat kind of makes it consistent through. A repeat but difference. How's that sound? So. And then, of course, we've got to ink them. Because that's just what we've got to do. And then our last one here, I'm going to take this off. This one's going to be a smaller envelope, quite a bit smaller. Just looking to see if maybe I have one that's maybe more the size. More the size. Let's see. If I do something. Well, let's see how it's going to work. Well, wait a minute. Maybe. Oh, let's see. Let's make one out of two. I bet you we can do it. Okay. So, bloop. Like so. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And we're going to do that right up like so. Oh, well, you know what? That kind of works completely, doesn't it? You can see a little bit there. Am I going to worry about that? No, I'm not going to worry about that at all. Not at all. Okay. Puppies are having a nice sleep. Heaven forbid if the doorbell should ring now. Oh my goodness, all heck would break out. We're the only ones home today. So that's why puppies are hanging close to me. Because I am their last choice. I shouldn't say that. I am, but I'm not. I'm the, oh, mommy, good morning. Let's have breakfast. And I'm the, oh, mommy, I love you, let's have supper. Oh, mommy, I love you, let's go to bed. Those are my times. And Grandpa has all day. And then my husband has when he comes home from work. I'm just going to put that. And I'm just going to, just a little dab here because I don't want whatever I put in there to come out. And then I can just put a little dab here. There we go. So this one we'll put that out of there now. Same here. And how, oh, this is the one. This is the one that's a little short, isn't it? Okay, so we're just going to put a little dab of glue right there. And then we'll put dab here. Boy, that really just doesn't want to stick down there. This paper really sucks up the glue. There we go. Get this one done. And we're going to put a little dollop right here. I got this here. Okay. Okay. Don't have to line them up straight. We could do them a little crooked. I like that too. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to a little glue. And we're just going to crooked them up. Like so. And like so. Like that. Now, I think we should do the same as I did with the other ones and just put this on here. Same color, same idea. No, that's the wrong way. There we go. Okay, a little dab of glue, a little dab of glue will do. Come on there. Oop. There you go. Pretty. So, now I took this one, and let's just put her in there. Let's just put her in there. And then what do we got? What else have we got? Well, let's put some tickets in here, shall we? Let's see. How much room do we need in here? We need to probably take a little bit more off of this one. Let's do this. Let's do this one. Let's see if that's going to fit. And then like so. That's good. Okay. And then we need one more. Well, we got to find something here, I'm sure. We have this. What girl have we got in here? Is this the same girl? No. Okay, good. All right. Well, then what we should do is put like it makes a difference, right? Like it makes a difference. It doesn't. Okay. So we're going to trim here. Let's see, is that going to fit? Yes, it does. Oh, just about perfectly. Okay. We're just going to trim that just a smidgen. And I'm going to take around these corners just to, because you know. Okay, so there we have our project. I do like that little number in there. I do, but it doesn't belong on here now. Does it belong on this side? No. Oh, but you know what you have to do yet? Decorate this guy. Decorate this guy. And I just found, when I was looking for something, I just found a flower. And I went, oh. But now, of course, because I want it, I cannot locate it. Of course. Isn't that the way? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. See how pretty that is. Okay, let's just use this. So, and maybe we'll put the, I like that blue. I love that blue. Okay, so I am going to, oh, and then I think somewhere here, we should back that one too, shouldn't we? Got the scraps, let's back it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. that underneath there, like so. And I have, no, we don't want another envelope in there, do we? No. Okay, but I do have a little, if I can find it right away, we'll use that. And if I can't, well, then we won't use that. Well, how about if we use this? Is this too big? Yeah, that's too big. Well, here, let's see. This is Nathalie's painstakingly product that she did. It's a little kit. And I just love all the little pieces in there, because sometimes, like now, I'm looking for something to put on here just to finish it off. And these just come in so handy. I don't want a number because I already got a number. And, whoops. Maybe that was the perfect thing. And my fortune cookies. We had fortune cookies and everything. I'm like, don't throw those away. Well, yeah, let's see. Don't throw those away. Well, you know what? Let's do that. Why not? Let's see, what's the other one? Let's see if there's one that's a little. Helping a friend is like helping yourself. There we go. I'm going to put that one back. We're not going to keep the lucky numbers, so we'll take the numbers off. Okay, take that off of there. Yeah, okay, let's sync it up. I'm going to have to show that to my husband tonight. He'll get a good chuckle out of that. He always says, you really do use everything, don't you? I say, yes, I do. It comes in handy. And when you've kept something, and then you finally get to use it, it's a good feeling. Okay. So, like I said, make sure you go watch Nathalie's video, because she's just so amazing. I just love her creations. She's so talented. And I'm going to put this in here like this, I think. We're glued in here pretty good right now. So let's just take you right about there and just put you like that. Just like that. There. Okay, so this can go in here. And then this here should be dry. So let's, oops, hold it the right way. And we're going to put that in here like so. There we go. Love that. Okay, and then I'm going to get a dangle. Oh, sorry, Charlie. Did I get you? Sorry, buddy. I forgot he was in here, and I kind of maybe rolled over, or almost rolled over on him with my chair, but I didn't. I missed him. Let's see, which one are we going to use? Let's use this one. This one's really big. But here, we're going to use this one. I got it. There. Now we're just going to, oh, there's two in there. How come? I don't know. How come? I like making dangles. They're fun to put in. So this one here is, what does this dangle say? It's been sitting for a while. There we go. There we go. Okay. This one says, my life is my message. My life in my message. No, is my message. But that's small print. So anyways, let's see. We got a book page-ish. Oh, where's that one? There's this one here. Let's do this. There we go. And that gets on there nice and snug. It does. It warms up after a while too. Or not warm up, but it loosens up after a while. So we'll just take and bring that in there like that. Like so. Put that in there. There we go. There we go. If you don't think you're going to make it really heavy, then just use 2 paper clips. But I really wanted the one in the middle. So there we go. So there we go. There's our page hugger. That's pretty. This will go in here more. It will. It just needs to get used a few times. There we go. So there we go. And we have a little tuck here, a little tuck here, a little tuck here. Here, tuck, there, tuck, everywhere, tuck, tuck. And there we go. So thanks for hanging out with me today. You guys are awesome. And remember that Friday we're going to do a live, Nathalie and I. It'll be on her YouTube channel. Because I just am not sure how to do it. And it's just easier to go over there. Because she has it mastered and I don't. I'll get there. But not today. Or Friday. And also in the groups, Sunday, we're going to be making the draw. So keep your posts up to get your entries in there. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.